All righty, we are live for some training on mindset. I was looking over the content that I wanted to do for this month and then going forward for the next few months. And there's a lot of great stuff that I want to make sure you guys get equipped with as you go forward to create phenomenal businesses. But I know it's always a good time. There's never a bad time to do training on mindset. So we've been going for a few weeks. And I know that your mindset has been challenged because growing a business is difficult. It doesn't matter if you're growing a business that you're trying to get to the $1,000 a month or a week level, or if you're trying to grow a $100 million business. It is a challenge, and there will be personal development things that get in your way that sometimes you don't really know how to get over that hurdle. And so it's a good time for us to talk about mindset. So the first thing I want to say is that mindset matters. In fact, I believe that few things matter more than mindset when you're trying to do anything of any magnitude. Mindset matters. And so you can have the best plan for your business, you can have the best plan for your life, but if your heart isn't set in the right place and your mind is not set in the right place, you will have a very difficult time achieving those goals. So today's training is not going to be very long, but it's powerful because you've got to take a step back, get recalibrated, and figure out whether you have the right mindset to do what you want to do, to have the impact that you want to have in the world, okay? So there's only one thing that will keep you from the outcome that you want. And there's only one thing that will keep you from a different outcome than you've had in the past. Whatever you've done up until this point, fantastic, great, whatever it's been, it doesn't matter. It's yesterday. And yet there's still stuff to be done. There's still only one thing that will keep you from the outcome that you've had in the past, and that is your mindset. That's it. Your mindset starts everything. Now, you guys know that I'm a big proponent of also doing things, but if you continue to do things and you don't have the right approach to it, then it's going to be difficult again to continue to get the results that you want. So the big question that you see people ask online and offline is, do successful people think differently than other people? Do successful people think differently than other people? And the answer to that question is yes. Yes, we do. That's the first part of it. We do think about things differently. But the other thing is that successful people do differently. They don't just think differently. It's not enough just to think a certain way. You have to do things a certain way. So yes, successful people do think differently. They tend to be very prosperity driven. They tend to be very ambitious. They tend to be very unlimited in the way that they see the world, typically. But moreover than how we think, it's what we will do to create the life, the businesses, the outcomes that we want. Okay. So I'm going to talk today about the 5 things you must do. I know I said I was going to talk about mindset, but I'm also going to talk about the 5 things you must do to drastically change the course of your life. Okay, so the first thing is, before I get to my list, the first thing is you have to recognize unproductive thinking patterns. Okay, you have to recognize the mindset that you have. We have to start with your baseline. How do you think? I want you to log over the course of the next 3 days a collection of your thoughts. Okay, log a collection of your thoughts, meaning if you have a smartphone, open up your notepad, or if you like to write things down, then open up a journal and write down some of the thoughts that you have. So these are, when you recognize that you're thinking and you're having specific thoughts, write them down. They can be productive and they can be unproductive, but I most definitely want you to write down all the thoughts that you have that are unproductive, negative, self-limiting, doubting. I want you to write down those thoughts. And don't be one of those people who refuse to write down things that are not glowing and positive about you. That's not going to help you get the mindset that you need to be successful. Write down your thoughts, as many as you can, because you need to see on paper in front of you what is keeping you from getting to your next level. Okay. And these thoughts can come to you when you're talking to other people. They can come when you're just working out. They can come to you when you're talking to your children. They can come to you whenever. Get them recorded. That's why I have you do, most of my clients do stuff on their smartphones, because I know we are never without our phones. Write down your thoughts. And I think you're going to be amazed at the patterns that will develop over the course of 3 days. And the reason I say 3 days and not a week is because literally, if you do this, if you have the discipline to write your thoughts down, you're going to see in a matter of 24 hours what the problem is. You really are. It doesn't take long to figure out the patterns of our thinking, our thought patterns. Okay, so I want you to do this exercise. The question is not whether successful people think differently. Successful people, or people who want to be at a different level of success, do things differently. Your first test is whether you're going to do this exercise. Do the exercise. Okay. All right. 5 things you must do to drastically change the course of your life. First thing you must do is take clumsy, imperfect action. What do I mean by that? You guys will hear me say that all the time. Whenever I'm ready to do something, I go, okay, well, this may work out. It may not work out, but I'm going to take clumsy, imperfect action. That means that I'm not trying to be perfect. That means that I'm not waiting until all the items are lined up perfectly. There is no flaw. No. If I wait until that day, I will never start doing anything. So it doesn't have to be perfect. Whatever it is you're attempting to create in your life or your business, it doesn't have to be perfect. Move in the direction of what you want. Take clumsy, imperfect action. Okay. Now, I realize for some of you guys, this is going to be the biggest challenge of everything, because you don't like feeling clumsy. You don't like feeling like you don't know what you're doing. You got to get over that. You have to get over that. One of the biggest things, the biggest gifts you can give yourself is the gift of being willing to be vulnerable, the gift of being willing to be imperfect. You're not perfect. Nobody thinks you're perfect. Don't try to be perfect. Get going. So I am all about the clumsy, imperfect action, because I realize that while I'm out there doing whatever it is that I want to do, that there are probably 10,000 people who are thinking about doing what I want to do, but they're too afraid of being clumsy and imperfect in public. So they're not going to do it. So this gives me an advantage. That's what you have to realize. If you're willing to be clumsy and imperfect in your action towards your growing your business, guess what? You're ahead in the game. You're already a couple of steps ahead of the people who are thinking about doing what you're doing. That's what y'all have to realize. Most people don't have the courage to be clumsy and imperfect. I do. I do. And that's why I shoot out of the cannon ready to go. All right. So step number 1, be willing to be clumsy and imperfect. Take action. Number 2, create daily steps, no more than 3. So figure out what it is that you want. Okay, I want to lose 20 pounds in the next 3 or 4 months. What are the 3 things you need to do every day to put you closer to that goal? Well, I probably should eat well. That's 1. Number 2, maybe I should be in prayer or meditation. That's 2. Or daily affirmations. That's 3. That's 2. And then the 3rd one is maybe I should get moving. Maybe I should walk or do yoga or Pilates or go running or lift weights. Those are the 3 steps I need to take every day to get me closer to that ultimate goal. That is it. Create daily steps. You see, we are all the aggregate. We're all the result of, we're all the sum of our daily steps. We are. So if you're overweight, that's the sum of what you've done every day. That's the sum of what you've done every day. You've eaten more than you've expended. You've eaten more calories than you've expended. In business, if you haven't started to make money yet, it's because you haven't put in the daily steps needed to get to making money. It's very simple. So what you have to do right now, identify what that ultimate goal is. Create daily steps, no more than 3. And guess what? They may not be the same 3 every day, right? You may have 15 cumulative steps that you need to get to your ultimate goal. Well, you break up those into 5 days. You do 3 this day, 3 the next day, 3 the next day, 3 the next day, 3 the next day. But they're daily, what I like to call nuggetized, as in you nuggetize them. They're nuggeted. Nuggetize your steps. They're not huge steps. They are small steps, but they are daily steps. Okay, so create daily steps. That's step number 2. Number 3, daily reminders of your goal. So if this needs to be in your vehicle, in your locker, in your wallet, on your phone, popping up as a notification, daily reminders of what you want, pictures of you, pictures of where the shows you want to be on, pictures of your bank account, whatever, daily physical reminders of your goal. If we can see it, we get more excited about achieving it. Okay? Daily reminders of your goal. That's step number 3. Number 4, positive, productive people in your life who inspire you. You need positive, productive people in your life who inspire you. These may be people you know. They may be people you don't know. But you need to have contact with them every single day. If this means you need to watch one of their videos on YouTube every day, if this means you need to call them, if you need to get on their list, you have to have positive, radiating, productive people around you. If this means you need to get away from the people that you hang around in your house, in your neighborhood, in your community, in your church, if you need to get away from them a little bit, then do that, because nothing will stall your dream faster than being around negative, unproductive people. Okay? And then step number 5 is accountability. To make sure you stay the course. Accountability is having some system in place where you can take a look at the goals, you can take a look at your effort toward achieving those goals, and you can figure out if you've gotten there, and there's somebody or something to say, hey, you need to work out. Hey, you ate too many calories today. Hey, you haven't reached your business goals. Hey, you didn't do your homework yesterday. You have to have accountability. Without accountability, we will do nothing. And most of us think, oh, I'm so disciplined. I will do this. I will get this done. And maybe you will. But most folks need someone or something reminding them of what they said they wanted to do. You have to have accountability. And if you don't have that in your life right now, there's a good chance that you have not achieved your goals, because you're not disciplined enough to make yourself do it, to make you do it. Get some accountability. Have a friend call you every week. Have a coach say, I need to send you an email every week telling you what I've done. Get some accountability. Otherwise, you will not do it. So let's recap. You want to make sure that you are doing these 5 things, taking clumsy, imperfect action. Number 2, create daily steps, no more than 3. Number 3, daily reminders of your goal, daily physical reminders of your goal. Number 4, positive, productive people in your life who inspire you. And then number 5, accountability, to make sure you stay on course. You guys, mindset matters. All of these things we talked about today create the kind of mindset that helps you get to where you want to go. It starts with your mind. It starts with the thoughts that you entertain every single day of your life. Remember, the task, the assignment for this mindset training, and we will probably do mindset training every few weeks, because I know it's the one thing where people drop off and then they wonder why they don't achieve their goals. Well, it's because you're thinking about things the wrong way. Your mind is killing your dreams. So don't forget, the assignment today is to write down your thoughts for 3 days, 72 hours straight. Write down as many of your thoughts as possible. And I guarantee you, you will see in those 3 days why your results have been the way they've been. Now, it can't just be your mind, because obviously your mindset is going to determine whether you actually take that clumsy imperfect action, but it does start with your mindset. And if we can get your mind moving in the right direction, doing the right things, thinking about things the right way, you will have no issue. Once you get the right plan, you will have no issues getting to your ultimate goal. All right. So have a fantastic day wherever you are, and we'll talk to you in about another week with some more training. Ciao.